I was making a visit to the local fruit stall, and there was a big promotion. Because of a clearance sale, all fruits were 50% off. However, I noticed something very odd. I briefly remembered that the week before the promotion, an apple only costed around 4 ringgits and 20 cents. But even after prices had been cut in half during the promotion, an apple still costed 4 ringgits and 25 cents per piece. As it turns out, it was all just a marketing tactic. Learning how to become a human calculator is more than just impressing your auntie, winning talent shows, and I guess for the niche, refusing modern change. Instead, it improves a certain set of cognitive abilities which prove useful in both daily life and learning, math, and even non-math related subject matters. A few of many such examples include working memory, which is essentially your brain's RAM, numerical literacy, and even imagination. Grandma's inheritance. Yes, I'm rich! Huh? Hey, if you are liking this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is just the first part of an entire series I'll be doing in order to turn you into the next human calculator genius. But wait, what's there to even imagine? Well, human calculators practice something called mental maths, which involves imagining and interacting with an instrument called an abacus inside their heads.
Plus 286.
9,452.
Correct.
But in order to simulate the abacus mentally, you must first master it in its physical form. Yes, this is an abacus, and it has three very important parts. First is the top section, which consists of the top row of beads. As you can see, each column only has one bead, and that one bead represents the value of 5. Next, the beads below the top section make up the bottom section. As you can see, there are 4 beads per column, but each bead represents a smaller value of 1. Finally, we have the most important section, which is the mid section. This is because if you want a bead's value to be counted, you must move the bead towards the mid section. This is literally all you have to remember in order to read an abacus. For example, this is the number 0 with no beads touching the mid section. This is the number 1 with one bottom bead touching the mid section. This is number 2 with 2 bottom beads moved towards the midsection. This is the number 3. And this is the number 4. But wait, things are gonna get a little more challenging. Since we only have 4 bottom beads, each representing a value of 1, in order to make a number 5, we need to move the top bead towards the midsection. In order to make numbers more than 5, all you have to do is move the top bead towards the midsection along with the corresponding number of bottom beads. For example, the number 6 involves moving the top bead and 1 bottom bead towards the midsection. To make the number 7, you move the top bead and 2 bottom beads towards the midsection. This is the number 8. And finally, this is the number 9. Hey, if you feel like you're struggling to keep up, don't worry because you can just leave your question in the comment section and I'll make a whole separate video to answer them. Done yet? Great, let's move on. Now, you might be wondering, what if the number is more than 1 digit? Well, this is when a concept called placing falls into place, no pun intended. But what is placing? Well, it is a way of assigning values to each digit in a complete number based on its position, where the more you go right, the value decreases, and the more you go left, the value increases. To put it simply, think of literally any number, like 3,519. Here, on the far right, we have the digit 9 in the ones placing, and as we go towards the left, the value increases. For example, we have the digit 1 in the tens placing, and going left again, we we have the digit 5 in the hundreds placing, and going left again, we have the digit 3 in the thousands placing. It is the same on an abacus, except the only difference is the ones placing is not on the most right column, but rather in the middle column. This is because the right side columns are for decimal numbers. And just like that, you can think of it as writing a number normally, except you're not using stationery, but you're moving the beads on an abacus. For example, this is 75. As you can see, the digit 5 is in the middle column, which is the ones placing. And as I mentioned, as you go left, the value increases. Therefore, the digit 7 being on the left of the digit 5 is in the tens placing, making it have a value of 70. And as we put it together, we have the number 75. Using the same concept, we can make out that this is 375. This is 1375. And this is 1375.2. As you can see, the digit 2 is on the column on the right of the digit 5, which is in the ones placing. Therefore, the digit 2 is a decimal number. Well, that's all for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to continue learning mental maths. In addition to that, I'll also be doing fun videos occasionally, which I'm still planning. Anyways, here's a sneak peek on what I might be covering in the next part of this series. Hope to see you again!